Hey, hey, welcome or welcome back. It is as always good to see you today. Good to see you, Mademoiselle Scythe. Always lovely that you're always in here quickly as my YouTube wife. So, today I have my coffee in my grab onto my chunk chunk coffee mug. So, I just made these available live. Um, I don't have an official way to link to any merch, but if you want to get your own coffee mug, I'll put a link right there. Um, we also have Dainty Bush Club coffee mugs. So these are all available now. I priced things as low as I possibly could on the website, as low as they would let me for the items that I was making. So, and maybe we'll make some more merch as we go along. But one of my Discord members made the Dainty Bush Club logo, Pearl's pointy nose, and it was really great. So we made that. So just a quick note on that. But yeah, it's been a week. I'm sorry I haven't been able to stream this week. It's been incredibly busy and very stressful. I'd have to work all day pretty much as soon as we finish the stream, and we still have a lot to catch up on. So we do have Amberlynn did a members live stream this past Tuesday, and yeah, she was very upset. She was very upset at the beginning of the video, the stream, and was kind of. I'll say that maybe Karina Kaboom's clickbaity titles were actually somewhat accurate for once, saying that Amber was raging. She was pretty angry. And she was it's been a few days since I've seen it, but she was reading some messages from some people, and I think the main thing is if you've read Beck's community tab post, she made it sound like Amberlynn was making all kinds of crazy accusations against her fiance, and Amberlynn wasn't. Amberlynn read a message from a friend that said they ran into, I believe, Beck's sister, and Beck's sister allegedly told this person some things about Beck's fiance and Beck's relationship, and Amberlynn was reading this message. The main point of her reading this message from this person was this person has said in the beginning of the message something about I would expose them, or I would expose Beck or something. People think that Beck is so great and wonderful. I'm just paraphrasing here. That Beck is so great and wonderful. They didn't use the money for the car at all. They used it to buy weed and to go out to some place. I don't know what place. That was why Amberlynn was reading this message. And then she was showing some other screenshots here and there as well. And if she didn't read the entire message or show the entire thing, the people would be like, "Oh, you're lying. Show us the entire thing. What are you hiding?" So she read the entire message. And now people are upset that she read the entire message. I mean, yeah, sure. There were things that she read that she did not have to read. She did not have to. She could have pushed back. But then she would have had people, more people not believing her. Oh, what are you hiding? Why are you? So that's, in my opinion, why she read the entire message for the messages that she read on her members live on Tuesday. She was pretty upset. I think she should have taken a break after about the first 30 minutes and just taken a break for a few minutes and caught her breath and then came back. She was kind of going off on Tuesday. Maybe her borderline personality disorder was flaring up. I don't know. She was very unregulated and didn't seem to have the tools to manage her feelings. on Tuesday, and was just she was just lashing out at everybody. So I think that was why a lot of that happened on Tuesday. Not an excuse, but it is a reason, because she hasn't been working with a therapist to gain the tools to recognize what can I do instead of what I am doing. And since she didn't have those tools, she was just she was pretty unregulated and pretty just ragey. But at the end of Tuesday's live stream, she did say that she was going to take a break from YouTube, from the internet and all these things. Hey Mars, good to see you. So the video that she had uploaded on Wednesday, which I have not seen yet, we'll try to watch it today. But at the end of her video on Tuesday, she said that after that video was uploaded, she doesn't have any more pre-recorded, and that she is going to step back and take a break because she just can't deal with a lot of the stuff going on right now. And honestly, I don't blame her. I said a month ago that I think she needs to step back and take a break. How long of a break do we think she'll take? I don't know, because she does need income. Now, she does have her memberships, and she did say in a community tab post that she's going to continue her member lives on Tuesday. So if she has like 400 members on YouTube, like I think she said she does, 400 members at like, what is it, $9.99 a pop? That's $3,996 a month. YouTube takes 30% of that. So she'll still be making about $2,800 a month if she has 400 members. Now, she could have more, she could have a little less, but I think she says she has like 450 members. So, she'll still be making about $2,800 after YouTube's cut. And she has some in savings, I'm sure. And then, of course, she's still going to have people watching videos throughout the month periodically that'll get her a little bit of revenue. So, we'll see how long of a break she's able to take, financially, mentally, all that stuff. I don't think she's going to stay away for too long. I initially thought maybe just a couple of weeks, but she might be able to stay gone for a month. She might be able to take a month break. We'll see. And we'll see how she does mentally and physically during this break to see if she improves any. She may decide that that putting her life and everything on YouTube isn't what she wants to do anymore. But we'll see. Maybe she can switch to video game uploads. She does play video games. But yeah, anyway, we do need to catch up on her live that she did for everybody like 2 weeks ago now, or over a week ago now. I'm sorry, I'm so behind. So let's go ahead and so we also still need to catch up on a lot of Beck's videos as well, because I'm behind on Beck's videos to know some of the things that Amberlynn has responded to or that people were asking in the live stream. Because it's been a ridiculous week. Last week was also busy, but this week is a little much. So let's go ahead, and we're picking up where we left off. I have her at 1.5 speed today because she is does speak a little slowly for me.
About the journal, real quick.
Oh, the journal.
Okay. Let me answer some of your guys' stuff. Show the bank screenshot in text. We can't see it. I did. Do you feel like Beck is still abusing you? I don't feel abused by them, and I don't. No. I think that this whole situation is like out of hand, and I know a lot of.
I think we're a little further ahead than this, but
people are telling me, Amberlynn, like people are just committed to not believing you and committed to just being like, Beck is all good, Amberlynn is all bad, and that's fair, and that's 100% fair. I understand, like, there is amusement, there is entertainment in this, and I can't get mad at anybody. I mean, I to some people, I'm not real. I'm not human. I'm not.
I could see it as people, like when you're watching somebody online, like you can kind of see it as like a TV show, reality show. But Amberlynn is a real person trying to live her life, and people interjecting themselves and talking about things and lying about things and spreading things affects her real life. She's not a character on TV. So I just think people need to be careful what they do and say.
Any of that. Like some people can't understand that this is like super heavy and hard for me, and they're never gonna be able to understand that. And it's like, you know what, fine. Like, let's see. Um, did you ban Beck from watching reaction channels? No, because here's another thing that I thought was really weird. Um, Beck literally doxed Zachary Michael's like full name in one of my YouTube videos, and there's literally a clip of it. And I was like so confused because I didn't even know Zach's full name. Like, how did Beck know it over me? I was beyond confused.
I think I heard about that. I haven't seen that video, but
So that's obviously something else that isn't true. I would subscribe if I could afford. I love you so much. Oh, Danielle, it's okay. I love you too. Um,
didn't Beck and Amber watch Karina Kaboom together as well? 'Cause I remember things about Karina Kaboom being said.
Proof they heckle people struggling facing addiction. Beck wiped and bathed you for 4 years. Of course, you became a burden. Ashley, that is not true. Beck never bathed me and only wiped me for about 9 months, which is a long time and way too long for anyone to do, like, especially like an adult. Like, I feel absolutely awful for that, but that's not true. What do you believe you actually did wrong? Sage, that is such a good question. I was controlling and
Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the right video. Okay.
I was manipulative when I wanted to get my way, in the sense of like wanting them to just always be with me. And I would get angry with them when they would be gone for too long, because I would feel sad and lonely and all these stupid fucking annoying feelings that, like, genuinely, when it comes down to it, like, don't matter. Like, when it comes down to it, it literally does not matter. I was harsh with them. I would, and it's so crazy to, like, at the time, like, I didn't even view it that way, but like a good example of that is like when they were trying on the sorry, my brain's working so fast and it's like the words are not coming out. What's it called? A fanny pack. And I was
Why
like,
does my
oh,
head
you could
feel
just
so
lose some weight.
big?
Saying something like that is like talking down to somebody. And it's like, at the time I didn't even realize it. And like, I feel so awful for that. And I'm just like genuinely so sorry that like I ever put them in like a situation or a place to like ever feel bad about themselves. Like, it's weird because as much as like I did things like that and said things like that, I also very much like want to hype up my partner always, like, and I think that's why like I wanted
Do
them to
ya?
do the art thing so much, and like I would always show their art because like I also wanted to, like, in the same breath, like,
I think we've already seen this part of it. Let me check. Let me check the stream from last time we streamed to see how far we got in Amberlynn's video. Um,
enjoy the length of it, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
all right, we got to. Um, sorry, because I think we've already seen part of this. Um, I need to get a camera that's further back because my head's so close to the fucking my giant head on camera here. No, I guess we're in the right spot. All right, never mind. You know, maybe I can make my head smaller this way. Maybe we can just make me smaller. Maybe not. I just don't like my head being so large in the frame. I'll lean back.
Like, hype them up and make them feel good about themselves, because duh, who doesn't want to do that? Like, of course you want to make your partner feel good, but like there was that other side of me where it's like I would talk down to them and like I wouldn't even realize it, and it's like I'm just so sorry
Hey, Heather.
for that, because then it makes me question like how many other times I do that and I didn't even realize it. Like, that's sad, and I'm just very sorry for that.
Okay, so she said that things that she knows she did wrong. She was controlling, she would be harsh, she would say some mean things, she would talk down to Beck, and those sorts of things. So at least she recognizes her behaviors toward Beck weren't the best. However, in the video where she tries to apologize, Um, well, I think that was this one. This one we're watching right here. It's just been so long. I'm sorry. Um, she would do the, yeah, I did this, but Beck did this. And it's like, that's not apologizing if you're trying to justify or negate. It's kind of like she's, it's kind of like she's negging her accountability. Yeah, you look really good, but you'd look better if, it's like, I don't know.
Um, then why did you have to buy the engagement rings? I don't understand what that's asking exactly. Um, why did you guys share a bank account? I know tons of married couples who don't. I couldn't imagine sharing a bank account with a girlfriend. It's so weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the last time I ever did it. Never gonna do it again, and never will do it again. No thanks. But why? I don't remember why we did it. It's
Wait,
just I remember.
did she say the only time?
Why did you guys share a bank account? I know tons of married couples who don't. I couldn't imagine sharing a bank account with a girlfriend. It's so weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the last time I ever did it. Never gonna do it again, and
Oh, the last time. Okay. Because with Destiny, they also shared an account.
never will do it again. No thanks. But why? I don't remember why we did it. It's just I remember me and Destiny also shared a bank account, so it felt normal to me because like the first time ever like receiving money from like as an income, I was with Destiny, and we both had an income and we were putting our money together. So then when I first got with Beck, they had an income, I had an income, and I thought that was normal for like couples to get a bank account together. So I literally just went on theirs, and I didn't really think anything of it. And like I said, I'm just all about like sharing the money. I've never been someone that's like my money, my money. Like that's never been me, or I would have gotten.
Yeah, so Amberlynn has always been quite generous with her money and helping people and buying things for people. Um, she's always been very free with that. But I don't know if Amberlynn, if it would come at a price. Like, well, I did this for you and did this for you. Like she does say at some point in one of the videos, I can't remember which one, I bought her a car, or I bought them a car, but I think that was her just trying to prove that Beck had access. That, I don't know. Yeah, I just saw a pop up video from Karina Kaboom, the title. I don't know why I still get pop ups from her. Emily posted an Instagram story talking about a relationship and a love and all this. And then at the end, it's like Colleen. So she's talking about her ex that passed away and not Amberlynn. I'm just like, oh. So, yeah.
On my own bank account, and I would have stayed on my own bank account. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's why it's just like so weird to me because it was a joint bank account. We both had our own debit cards. Like I had nothing. I had no private spot for my money. I didn't even know how much money I had half the time. Like I had to ask them to send me screenshots of the bank statement. Like, ugh, yeah. Um,
As I said before, I think that Amberlynn did have a savings account because she's always said that she would put half her money into savings. So, like I said last time, unless she's sticking it in a mattress, then she would have had a savings account somewhere, I believe.
did it say come wipe me? Huh? Screenshot and edit out bank info. I did show it. This keeping score shit is very immature. So
I think this whole thing, everything about this whole thing is just getting really immature and just very, very middle schoolish. Well, you said this, so I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to do this. I'm just getting so sick of all of it.
like I think it's only fair like when you're in a relationship, like you can be accountable for things and also share your side of the story. Like that goes for both of us. Like why is it only okay for them to share their story, but I'm not able to? And a lot of people are like, well, it's because you're an abuser. Beck is like a victim. Remember when I shared my story about Casey, and I still stand by every single thing I said.
I don't think she should be bringing up Casey at all in any of this. Leave Casey out of this because now you're bringing another ex in that can be like, all right, Amber, let me tell my story. Not good. She shouldn't have brought up Casey. I will say that I believe Casey in this situation. Um, but I don't think Amber should have brought up Casey at all.
About Casey. still stand by that. No.
And she said that Beck knows this, but Beck is doing live streams with Casey. Yeah, Amber, just don't bring up Casey. Just leave Casey out of everything, because now you're bringing up another ex that can.
No one believed me. No one believed a single thing I said. That has been one of the most torturous.
People did believe Amberlynn, and then Casey came out and was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No. I mean, this has been, what, like 8 years? So people did believe Amberlynn. And then Casey came out and was like, wait a minute, no, here's my side of this.
Things that I've ever gone through in my actual lifetime, and no one believed a single thing that I said. I am always, in the eyes of everyone else, the abuser to everybody. I never have my own story. Two things can never be true at once. Like, I'm always the bad guy. And it's a lot for one fucking person to take on, especially like when I know my truth and I know what I'm saying is real. Like, it has been torturous, literally torturous.
So I will say that I know that it has to be hard, that if Amberlynn is like, no, look, Beck doesn't remember this correctly. Beck is wrong about this, and she's trying, and she has proof, and people are just blowing it off and not believing Amberlynn. I can see how frustrating that would get, to be like, look, here is proof right here, read this, and everybody's like, nah. I mean, that's got to be frustrating.
I understand that you want to prove yourself, with these people will never be persuaded. Stop giving them ammunition. You are dealing with incompetence. Yeah. Oh, yo mama, hi, I didn't even know you were in here. Hello.
Yo mama, her favorite channel.
Amberlynn, let it go after this. People want to believe the worst, and they are called trolls for a reason. They're the worst of the worst. This is challenging to watch. No one should have to do this. Thank you for the super chat. And yeah, it's hectic. That's for the lack of a better word. You're asking for personal questions. You had told us you had an IEP. What was your disability? You have traits of autism with trauma and narcissism. What's an IEP?
Individual education plan.
Hello, Dixon. Shout out to you from Angelina. Hello. You say genuinely too much. Yeah. Sorry. Do you feel like people are holding you to unrealistic standards? If Beck didn't speak out about anything in the moment, how can you be expected to know everything? You're only human. Yeah, that's very true. And yes, I absolutely am held to unrealistic standards. Like, it's honestly insane to me. And I'm just going to use this as an example because it's like the first thing that I can think of is like Zachary Michael for an instance. Like, I have been more free from watching reaction channels. Like, Jordy is like never on my list to watch. Like, what I'm trying to say is the only reaction channel that I watch that I don't like I like Elizabeth, so that doesn't count. Yo mama, I like him. So
well, probably not anymore. Oh yeah, I did watch up to this point. I've seen this because I was like, oh no,
that doesn't count. So those two do not count. Those I will always watch them. But when it comes to like Jordy and like all of them, their little cluster of people, Zachary Michael is the only one that I sometimes watch still. And it's hard because it's like even he has this unrealistic view of how I should be as a person, as a girlfriend, as a daughter, as a YouTuber. No matter what I'm showing in my videos, it's never good enough for him. And this is his.
I will say that I think Zach's views on like lesbian relationships and like women sometimes is a little off.
His job. So it's like, if your job is like to react to someone that's actually interesting to you, because obviously I'm not it. I'm not up to your standards of anything. Like,
videos about Amberlynn get the most views.
Nothing is ever good enough. Like, I talk about my BPD because I want to hold myself accountable and I want to grow and learn and share and heal. Not good enough. I show my passions like Lego, this and that. Not good enough. Like, no matter what I do, no matter what I show, like, I'm never giving up this whole weight loss thing, but like I watched Zachary's video from today and I'm talking about Weight Watchers and he's just rolling his eyes the whole time. It's just like, I'm never going to be like this perfect person. Like I'm looked at like I'm supposed to be perfect and I'm not going to be. I'm genuinely not. Like I'm yeah. Do you feel like people are holding you to an unrealistic standard? Yes. Forever, yes. Like,
I will say people do try to hold Amberlynn to this really high standard for some reason. They don't apply the same principles and standards to other people. Like when they want to know the truth about something, they have these unrealistic expectations and they keep moving the goalpost. One example that I can think of during one of the streams, whenever she was talking about therapy, and it was online therapist, and then somebody, I don't recall who, was like, well, why can't she go in person? And it's like, we wanted her to get into therapy. She's going to therapy. Why do we keep having to move? Oh, oh, okay, you're doing that. Well, no, that's not what we really want. We really want this, and then this, and then this. So we can't keep moving the goalposts for expectations and what we want from people, and that seems to be happening a lot with Amberlynn. Oh, you showed us this. Oh, well, that's not good enough proof. We need this and this. Um, but it's like, yeah, Stitch. It's easy to be on the outside and say she should have, would have, or could have, right? I mean, we, like Amberlynn likes to say, she bets we make a mistake a month. Girl, I make a mistake a day for sure. It's people are trying to hold, oh, well, she could have done this. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Well, why does anybody do anything in the moment? We're watching from the outside and have a different perspective and different view of things. So, of course, we're going to be like, well, you could have done this, this, and this. But in the moment, you're either just going to be doing whatever or just react to something or just do. You're not. You're just living your life, right? And granted, I'm a reaction channel. I'm sitting back being like, well, okay, Amberlynn, you could have done this and this. Should I be doing that? Probably not. People can judge my life. I fuck up all the fucking time. I'm still trying to lose weight and I'm struggling. And I am fucking up daily apparently. But it's the thing is I'm not putting that on the internet right now because I don't have time to vlog. But we can sit back and look at Amberlynn and be like, oh, well, maybe you should have done this. And it's like, well, we have like the 100-yard perspective whenever she's right there, right on top of it.
What do you want me to do? I am
No, Stitch, you are not a mistake.
500 pounds, Zach. What do you want me to do in a YouTube video? Like, I don't get it. Like, I know this was...
Like, I know, for example, just like walking. I know I was critical of, like, whenever she walked her mile or whatever. But even just any movement from Amberlynn is great. That is awesome. Just start out small, make small changes, and make that little progress. But a lot of people, if she's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm up moving, doing this, walking Twinkie, doing whatever, then people will be like, well, why can't you do this, this, and this then? Why don't you go to the gym? Why don't you do this? And it's like, look, people, she's making slow steps. She's doing small things here and there. And to be honest, a lot of the gym equipment isn't going to be rated for her weight. So she's doing what she can at the moment. But for people, it's never going to be enough. And they're going to keep pushing that goalpost out and out once she meets a certain level.
Probably a question referring to, like, that. I get that. I mean, that's like a whole other topic within itself. Like, I'm doing the best I can in all areas of my life right now. And it's just, I don't know. I know that nothing I do is going to be right. So I have to just do what is right for me. So how will you stop those behaviors going forward? So it's hard to answer this question.
Therapy.
Without bringing up the very big elephant in the room. So I'm going to try my very, very hardest. So the behaviors of, like, being controlling.
Hey, Lizzie. Yeah, YouTube is weird about notifications sometimes. I hope you're doing well.
And controlling of, like, my partner's time. How I'm going to stop those is, I think me living by myself has actually greatly helped with that, just like naturally, like genuinely. I love being alone. I love living by myself. Like, as you guys know, I don't want to talk about this, but I was in Wisconsin and I chose to come home myself because I love living by myself, like, genuinely. And yes.
Being in someone else's space when you don't officially live there can be difficult too, you know?
Obviously,
This is how to get in shape fast.
The best way to boost your metabolic rate and get in shape is not keto, it's not paleo.
Missed at the time, like, I missed Wisconsin and I missed. Don't get me crying. We're gonna start crying about something else. But, like, I genuinely, like, I've learned to, like, love time with just me. And, like, I still have the fear of abandonment. Like, it's always going to be there and it's always going to trigger these fucking crazy things. But thankfully, with therapy and with practice and with knowledge and with patience and with loving myself and with learning and growing, maturing, all of that, I'm going to be able to not feel such a sense of urgency to have my partner near me, with me, all the freaking time. Like, obviously. And yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Lizzie. Yeah, so for Amberlynn, these behaviors, therapy will definitely help her recognize some of these feelings and emotions. Like whenever she starts to feel like her partner is like going to do something without her, then she might feel like abandonment, and she might get upset and kind of lash out and feel like she's being slighted. Therapy will help recognize this, and therapy will hopefully give her the skills to cope and deal with these emotions and feelings. I believe she did say in her live stream on Tuesday night, the member stream, that instead of doing the, what is it, EMDR, whatever therapy, the therapist told her that she thinks the DBT therapy would be better. Even if that means that Amberlynn has to change therapist, she thinks the DBT therapy would be better for Amberlynn.
Stop those behaviors. I'm trying to think of what other behaviors. Like talking down to my partner. I think also like that genuinely comes with like maturity. I also was not in like a happy spot back then. And it's like, I think genuinely like working on myself and my mental health and like learning how to respect people more, and just like the whole world does not revolve around Amberlynn Reed, you know, like genuinely.
No, but girl world sure seems to, doesn't it?
Like processing all of that. And even since just being with Beck, like those behaviors that I recently have like listed off and named, like I've already improved, like just naturally. And I think being with Feline like genuinely helped with that. Like I'm not going to lie about it. So being with her like greatly helped. And
I will say that since breaking up with Beck, Amberlynn has learned and grown on some aspects. She's learned about boundaries. If people don't want to be on camera, she does not show them on camera. She doesn't give their names. Typically, she doesn't do these things. So that's one thing that she's learned and grown on, is to learn people's boundaries and to respect those boundaries. She's gotten better at, I guess, listening to people in her life, maybe. Living on her own, you know, she has to learn to be by herself and be with herself. So that's been some things that have grown.
It sucks that like I had to be with like a certain type of person to be able to like help. And like, it sucks that like I needed a certain type of diagnosis to understand myself. Like I hate all these like little I's that had to be, you know, dotted and T's that had to be crossed before
So Beck was Beck seems like a very passive person to me. Will just do things to make other people happy and kind of lets people walk all over them. Hopefully Beck has gotten better about that. That's how Beck kind of came across during the relationship with Amber and a little bit after. Oh my god, I just thought of something else that Amber brought up during her live stream on Tuesday. She said that Beck, Hannah, and Rafe were in a throuple. She threw that out just randomly in the stream, and it's just like, what? Oh my god, why? Anyway, Wifey and Beck are like complete opposites, right? Wifey was a more assertive person, more no, I'm not going to be on camera, we're not going to do this, and wasn't as passive as Beck.
I could just fucking change. And obviously you can't change overnight. And even like a tiny little half of a baby step a day is still every day a step closer to.
I will say that I think we're all always growing and changing, because you're going to be with somebody that maybe is like, oh, I don't like this behavior, you know, I don't like X, and you're like, oh, okay, my bad, then I won't do that. For example, I would constantly forget this, constantly. My ex-girlfriend didn't like her spine being touched, and I have a habit in all my relationships of running my hand up somebody's back, up their spine, and I had to consciously try to not do that, and I was very bad at it. I would start and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So just, you're going to have things in relationships that are going to change for each person, and you have to learn for each person. And for Amberlynn, I think being with Wifey taught her a lot of general things, like with the boundaries. And then her next relationship, there'll be something else that is like, oh, okay, this is something that you don't like, or something that you do like. We can adjust and make changes and grow together as a couple and as people. Hey, Lizzie R. Good to see you.
Improvement, you know? Sorry, I'm so freaking behind. I'm never going to catch up. So I need to skip some stuff, and I'm sorry about that. Oh, here's a good question. Okay. So why did you make Beck drive you around when they were in renal failure and over medicated? So I was with Beck for almost 5 years. Beck was over medicated for 3 months. That is it. It was, so they
It doesn't matter how long it was. It doesn't matter how long it was for. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we had delivery services back then. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter how long it was for. You still made Beck drive around just completely messed up.
started the medication towards like the middle slash end of October 2019.
Lizzie. Okay, middle of the back, like up the middle of somebody's back along their spine.
And then they stopped taking it because finally in December, like I was putting my foot down. I actually have it's on my other phone.
Wait,
and then towards like the middle slash for 3 months. That is it. It was, so they started the medication towards like the middle slash end of October 2019. And then they stopped taking it because finally in December, like I was putting my foot down. I actually have it's on my other phone.
Really?
I have a screenshot of me telling Beck I have because we had the same psychiatrist. And I was like crying. I was like, I love you so much. I miss you. Like something's wrong and we all care about you. Like, and I had an appointment with our psychiatrist. Like it was an appointment for me. And I was like, I'm going to give you that slot because I need you to like, you need to be seen. Like we're all worried about you, like collectively as like a unit. Like it was me, Eric, Ricky, their family, et cetera, et cetera. Like we were so worried. So thankfully, it was only 3 months out of 5 years that Beck was medicated. You can go back, you can look at the videos. It was hard and it was scary. I should have never, ever asked Beck to do anything while they were like that.
It's a tingly spot.
And I'm sorry for that. I take full responsibility. I should have never asked for anything, ever. The renal failure.
So again, this is something that's in hindsight that we could probably see externally. But I mean, didn't Beck like almost get, did they almost get like T-boned? Because Beck was just like, oh, I didn't see the car. And there was a clip of like Beck just like lying on the couch. And it's just like, dude, something is off. And people are like, why is Amberlynn just doing whatever? And it's like, maybe she didn't know what to do. I mean, yeah, but it's, whether it was 3 days or 3 months or 3 years, yeah, that was a really bad time. And Amberlynn shouldn't have had Beck driving her around. Yeah, shared psychologist seems a little sus to me too, Lizzie. I don't think sharing a psychologist with your partner is a good idea. Renal failure is kidney failure, Lizzie R.
Failure was very, very thankfully short-lived because they were on metformin, which is a diabetic medicine. And as soon as like they started taking it, and I think it was like 2 weeks in, they had to get blood work again. And that's when they saw it. And so like immediately they were like, you can't take this anymore. So it was very quick, thankfully, because that was also very, very worrisome. And in those like sections of time, I should have never, ever asked for anything. And I can say that hands down that I'm sorry. And I take a full accountability for that. Should have never done that.
Good.
Please know you deserve better than this. Don't ever feel like you owe anyone access to your private experiences, words, or thoughts. Love to you. Thank you so much, Lex. But they are so perfect, Amber. No skeletons in their closet. It's all you and the Catholic school they went to. That's why they're...
Hold on. Somebody rang my doorbell. We're going to check my doorbell and see who's at my door, because I don't want to answer my door. Oh, yeah. No, you're just... Oh. It's Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, no, I hear you knocking. You just go on your merry way. Yeah, I got some Jehovah's Witnesses at my door. You just keep on going. Keep on going. What are you stopping for? All right. Um, sorry, my doorbell ring.
Very struggling. Yeah, no one's perfect. I will say that. You need real friends for the first time in your life. Darlin, how about you DM me? I'm joking, not me looking for friends online. No, I do have some really good friends, honestly. Um,
Good. I'm glad that Amberlynn has people in her life that she can turn to and talk to and friends. She has her mom and her grandma and people there. Because she's going to need that while she's not doing online stuff. She's going to need people in her life. She needs people in her life that will be supportive of her and help her. A home visit for a puppy? Oh, that's you. We need to see pictures in Discord.
you said that you can do everything a normal person can. Has that changed then? Every single thing that a normal person, okay, well, there's a lot of things that I can't do. Let's be real. Can't skydive.
Same, girl.
A lot of roller coasters I probably can't go on, et cetera, et cetera. Like the list can go on.
I don't think you could go on any roller coaster or any amusement park ride. I mean, there's things that I can't do because of my hands, because of my Ehlers-Danlos, and because of my bad knee. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to get at here. She's 500 pounds. There's going to be a lot of things that she can't do.
But like normal everyday activities, I can do every single one of them by myself without any help. But everything is harder than it should be. But it's like I'm used to it, so it's like my normal.
Right.
If that makes sense.
You find ways.
Admit you're okay with being with. Oh my god, I'm not going to talk about that. You don't need to prove yourself to Jordy's and Snowflake's clown posse. The haters are incels hating you, make them feel better about their sad life. Yeah, it's a lot. Like Snowflake like cheats on his wife, and like that's okay.
Dude. What? Oh my gosh. She can't help herself, it seems sometimes, just to throw out random little bits of shade and snark at people. She just can't help herself. And she's not doing herself any favors. Oh, he cheats on his wife. Do we have proof? Show proof that Mr. Snowflake cheats on his wife. And that it isn't just things you've heard on Reddit. Because people, if people believed every little thing on Reddit about you, they'd be believing some pretty stupid fucking shit.
I don't know. It's just a lot. Amber, thank you for speaking your truth. Please stay strong. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that so much, like genuinely. And I'm noticing like I'm getting a lot of support. I know there's a lot of people who are like, grow up. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh God, I have a lot of notes, but like what really matters, What really matters? Let me just take off some of these things that I've talked about in passing. So if you guys want to give me a second, sorry.
I do have her at 1.5 speed, don't I? Because I don't have all
Okay,
day.
so it seems like I've talked about a lot. Okay, so we're going to take this off as well. I hope you guys are having a good night, by the way. Or morning. I don't know where you guys live. You know what I'm saying? It could be morning where you are. Okay, so I do want to point this out as well. So Beck said in I'm pretty sure it was their live last night. Yeah, it was. They were reacting to Salty Crab. I finally know who that is. Hello, Salty Crab. So
I think Amber's always known who Salty Crab is.
I said in my members live stream that Beck and I were friends for a year after we broke up, and that Beck did not want me telling anyone, obviously, because of backlash. And so then Salty Crab literally said that in their video, and Beck was reacting, and Beck was like, that never happened. We were not friends at all. I never said that. Never said that. So
since I haven't watched Beck's video, I don't know exactly what Beck said. As I've said many times, though, Amberlynn has a habit of misrepresenting what people have said. So whenever we get to Beck's videos, we can know for sure.
I have a screenshot of that being true. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to show it. So it was April 17th, 2022, which is almost a year after we broke up.
Well, like 7 months, 8 months.
I sent Beck, I'm literally getting harassed because people think I lied about us still being friends. Why can't I just tell them I wasn't lying? This sucks so bad. And Beck said, it's best that they
Oh.
don't know. As sad as it is, that would kill my channel. I do not want them knowing because they'll just make it an even bigger, more messy thing. I'm going to address that I saw you and have the rings, but we don't hang out, dude. That's just how it has to be.
Who saw Valentine went to? Valentine went. No, somebody that knew them went to Salty Crab, I think, because she tried to go to Zachary Michael, and then they went to Jordy.
I'm going to address that I saw you and have the rings, but we don't hang out, dude. That's just how it has to be. That's what they have to know, because YouTube is my only income and I'm only getting $200. And at the time, Beck was saying that they had a job, even though they didn't.
Yeah, I'll say at the time, like after the breakup, Beck was trying to do like Uber Eats or deliveries because they would record videos in their car. Like, I've been sitting at the Taco Bell waiting for orders in the area for 2 hours or whatever. So Beck was trying to do Uber Eats, I think.
And I said, but what about the backlash I'm getting for lying, even though I'm not lying? And Beck said, if this comes out, it would be even less. Talking about money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm literally choosing you over myself. And that was that. So I stayed with the lie.
So Amberlynn's playing the victim here. I'm choosing you over myself. I mean, I'm not the historian, Lizzie, not at all. I forget all kinds of shit. If you want the historian, go to Nerfy. She knows everything about Amberlynn's history.
It's not irrelevant when Beck literally said last night that it's not true. What is happening? I feel like I thought I was going to be crying more than laughing. Ugh. And then this is where they said that they lost their job, and YouTube didn't know about it. You guys thought that they still...
Okay, hold on. I need to try to
What?
Get this to pause.
YouTube didn't know about it. You guys thought that they still...
So the black here is what Beck said. Beck said, it's best they don't. As sad as it is, that would kill my channel. I do not want them knowing because they'll just make it an even bigger, more messy thing. I'm going to address that I saw you and gave you the rings, but we don't hang out, dude. That's how it has to be. That's what they have to know. Because YouTube is my only income and I'm only getting like $200. So here, Amberlynn is showing text message proof from April 17th, 2022, being like, hey, people aren't believing that we're actually friends still. Why can't I tell them that we're still friends? And Becca's like, that'll kill my channel. Nobody will watch me. People will harass me. It has to be that we aren't friends. So if Becca's saying, no, that's not true, we were never friends after we broke up, here we have Amberlynn showing proof that Beck was not telling the truth about that.
Was working. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I am a little...
Learn how to use fucking... Okay, if this came out, it would be even less.
Those tabs I have.
Just move up. You should have said nothing at all. And then I lost my job.
So I literally just read it to you. So it's like common sense of what it says.
I can't read what Amberlynn said after the I lost my job because the contrast.
So I literally just read it to you. So
the white.
It's like common sense of what it says. But it's like
the contrast of the white on that kind of teal color, turquoise color is hard to read. So Beck lost her job. Beck has had a hard time keeping jobs.
Like people, it's funny because like I'm literally like, okay, so something that Beck said straight up was a lie. What Beck said last night was a lie. And like, I'm also showing that like Beck has urged me to lie repeatedly to my audience, and I would do it to protect them. It is what it is. I don't know. Yes, I was on FaceTime. I told you guys I have friends, silly.
I told you guys I have friends, silly.
Beck already admitted that though. No. Watch their live stream from last night. They literally said, I wasn't friends with them. I wasn't friends with Amberlynn. That's not true. I never said that.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I need another cup of coffee. I've only had one cup of coffee today. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. There aren't very many of you here anyway. right. All right, we're back. We are back, and I picked up what they put in my door. It was Jehovah's Witnesses. I need to order. I need to order that sign from Owen Morgan that says an apostate lives here. Then they won't even ring my bell. All right. Hi, Nakana.
That's what they said. At this point, y'all both messy. I'm very messy. I'm
This
literally
whole thing is
messy.
messy.
I was toxic. Like, it wasn't good at all. But like, people are genuinely so committed to like me being the bad guy that like they will not see any like wrongdoing in Beck. Like, it is so weird to me. I don't want you guys to think that they're a bad person, because that's not my motive, because they're not. But like, accountability needs to go around everywhere.
It's a very dicey situation because while Amberlynn wasn't physically abusive towards Beck, there was emotional and mental abuse and financial abuse, even though Amberlynn denies it, in the relationship. So when it comes to Beck's actions in the relationship, Beck also would need to be accountable for what she did or what she allowed in the relationship, right? Beck may have been very people pleasing. I know Heather has said before that that's a form of manipulation, being a people pleaser. Beck is very passive and could have put their foot down on some of these things in the relationship. I mean, Amberlynn wasn't like holding a gun to Beck's head, but Amberlynn would be very manipulative and very angry. She would get angry if Beck wouldn't do things like go to get her food at night. We've seen examples of if Beck wouldn't go pick up McDonald's for just for example, I don't know what it was, then Amberlynn would get very angry and yell and like throw a tantrum basically, which would basically mean that she got her way. So it's when you have somebody behaving that way in a relationship, sometimes you just want to do things to keep the peace, right? And I think that's what Beck was doing a lot of the time, was just trying to keep the peace. Now, Beck would also do not great things, of course. I mean, people gave Beck a lot of shit during that relationship. But as far as like anything that Beck did directly to Amberlynn, I don't know what that could be. I can't recall any examples right offhand. Maybe because Amber hasn't spoken about anything or said anything about these things. And neither has Beck. So I don't know.
Girl, no, we see it. Okay. Beck clearly wiped you. See, this is like that. This is
See, people keep bringing these things up. Oh, Beck did this for you. Beck did this for you. Why didn't you pay Beck for this? Why didn't you do this? When you're in a relationship with someone and you love that person, you do these things because you love that person. You don't do it to hold it over their head later. So now for everybody to be like, oh, Beck wiped your ass. Yeah, because Amberlynn had surgery and couldn't do it. Or maybe she was a little bit bigger for part of that time as well, because she said it was for 9 months. But but I think it started after her surgery. And went for 9 months after that, after her cancer surgery. And it's like, yeah, Beck did this because she loved Amberlynn. Or because they loved Amberlynn, allegedly. And did it because they loved her. Now, when it came to like being in videos and stuff, Beck... people are like, why didn't you pay Beck for being in the videos? When they were in their relationship, it was shared income, right? Amberlynn has said that it was a shared checking account that Beck had access to. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to split this with you. It was just, this is our shared account. This is our shared money. And Beck wasn't like an employee. She was just in Amberlynn's video. That they were just in Amberlynn's videos. After the breakup, Amberlynn did say, I will pay you for being in these videos because we're no longer in a relationship and you really don't have any obligation or reason to be in videos after this point. Now, Beck had said that Amberlynn did not pay them. Amberlynn has said that she did pay Beck. Because Beck still had access to the checking account and was still using the checking account after the breakup. So I don't like people constantly bringing up, oh, Beck did this for you, Beck did this for you. They were in a relationship. Heaven forbid that you ever be in a situation where your partner has to wipe your ass because you've had surgery and then they hold it over your head later in the relationship.
This is like that moment where I was like, where I literally almost slipped, and I was like, you know what I did? You know what I did for them? Ugh.
Doesn't matter. Don't go to that level. Just, this is what, in this life, Amberlynn's done this several times for several different people, lashed out at things that they did, instead of only addressing, here's what Beck said, is this true, is this not true? And I think that's what's bothered a lot of people about this live.
But I can't. I would never. Oh.
You would never? And then she's like thinking about it like, would I?
Wait. So also part of the live stream last night from Beck, they were literally laughing at me, but that's fine. I quoted it. So they were like, oh, there's something else I want to talk to you guys about. Giggle, giggle. This is good. I'll have to save it for later, though. That's what they said in the live stream. And then they also added on, it's stuff that I'm holding on to just in case. Laugh, laugh, laugh. So
yeah, that's what I don't get is I didn't care for that part of that live stream because it's like I'm gonna keep score, and I'm gonna hang on to these little bits and pieces to bring up later if Amberlynn crosses me, kind of a thing.
I just wanted to I'll just do it. I'll save Beck the trouble and I'll do it. So Beck wants to talk about a time that I had bed bugs. Not me laughing too. It's actually genuinely kind of funny. So when I was with Destiny and we were living in the townhomes, after me and Destiny broke up, I moved my bed. Like, you can go back and like watch all these vlogs. I feel like I've documented so many things. I moved my bed up against. Do you guys know like the little like cable thing? Like how there's like holes through it or whatever. I was getting okay. So how we found out I had bed bugs, they wouldn't touch me. They never bit me, not one time. But Beck, when we first started dating, they would come over and they would always leave with like little bites on them. And I'm like, what is happening? So one day I searched my whole bed and I couldn't find anything. I'm like itching thinking about it because since then I have not. So I could not find anything. And then I go over because I just moved my bed, right? Oh, I'm itching. I go over and I look by the cable hole and there's bed bugs coming. They're coming through the cable hole.
I don't think do bed bugs do that? Because bed bugs you typically cannot see with your naked eye. You have to like use a magnifying glass or something to see them. Were these like ants? I don't know. Regardless, there was some sort of insect.
And going onto the mattress because I'm not like, even Destiny knows this and Beck knows this, but the neighbor next to me, they had cockroaches, they had bed bugs. Like that's how I got dirty because they threw a bunch of kittens outside in a storm. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening right now? But yeah, so that was like a situation that happened that I was literally like, my jaw was on the floor. Like I was freaking out. It was not good. Alyssa, I don't think you've been here the whole time, honey. Y'all acting like you ain't never had lice. I had lice so bad when I was in kindergarten. They sent me home like 9 million.
You know, strangely enough, lice are actually more attracted to clean hair. Nakana, I think Beck is a manipulative grifter who plays the poor me victim act to gain pity points. Amberlynn's personality disorder is somehow a more, quote, honest and authentic version of effed up than Beck. Yeah, I can definitely see that opinion. I do think Beck is manipulative as well, But since Beck comes across as kind of a, I'm just gonna say a country bumpkin, you know, she comes across as that they come across as very innocent. Uh, that people believe anything that Beck has to say. Um, Amberlynn is just screwed up. Amberlynn just has issues, and she's finally recognizing those issues. Um, but yeah, this whole back and forth of you did this, I did this for you, you did this. It's getting really old really quick.
In times. Like, yeah. Lindsay, you must not have watched the whole thing, honey buns. It was
Oh, there was something else that Amberlynn brought up. Oh, what was it? In her live stream Tuesday. I thought of it a second ago and then it went away. It'll come back.
literally, oh my God, Wayne, that's hectic. Your roach. It was an earwig. Lice isn't the same as bed bugs at all.
No.
Ew, someone just said I need your cooter. Okay, sorry, I just had to share that because I was like, I'll just share it. Okay. A lot of people like.
Oh, I thought of it again. So one thing that Amber did say in that live stream Tuesday night was, all I have to do is send Beck a text with 4 letters. And people were like, oh, what's this? And then the only thing that Amber would say was, it's a 4-letter name. So I don't know what that's all about, but there's Amber trying to be like, well, I have this on you. All I have to do is send you this 4-letter name, and it'll shut them up real. And this whole back and forth, all this shit, it's childish, it's immature, but people are eating it up.
We're like, you guys never even had sex. I don't know who said that, but me and Beck definitely had sex, like in the beginning, especially. And then once I started having my cancer symptoms, the sex obviously stopped. But then it was 2 months before they broke up with me. We did the deed.
Don't need to know this.
So that's what couples do, folks.
Sometimes, yes.
It's because a lot of people are like, you guys didn't even have like sex. They were just your caregiver. Like that's not how it was at all. No one asked. A lot of people actually talk about it. You wouldn't even believe. You probably forced her to. God, no. Noella, this reminds me also. Thank you. You guys keep sparking stuff in my brain. So I guess Beck said how they were never actually in love with me and they never actually loved me. I did not watch the Casey live stream. I physically can't. I don't want anything to do with Casey at all in any sort of fucking.
Then stop mentioning Casey. Do not mention Casey in any of your videos.
No. So I guess in that live stream, because trust me, people have been contacting me. So when I'm the type of person that I will not have sex with someone unless we're in a relationship. I will not have sex with you unless I love you or I feel that feeling of falling in love with you.
Jermaine struggled for years with dental issues before finally finding Nuvia. Listen to what he wanted most after his smile makeover.
I want to be able to smile.
Like I can't.
Nakana says, I reckon Beck is deliberately triggering ALR to the point she says regrettable things that she can take advantage of. Sneaky AF. I think people are doing that. I think people are trying to get Amberlynn riled up. I think that's a lot of the community doing that with these Q&As, because Beck will answer the questions and then add something else and it'll get Amberlynn riled up. I really wish Beck would have stuck to their original plan of, I'm not going to share anything about like hygiene or anything personal about Amberlynn or any of this. And then once they got away from that, I can't respect their Q&As or what they're doing anymore. It's just that's not about healing. That's about you being a dick. Nakana, I think you asked in a comment on a video. I'm so sorry. I don't really check the comments on my videos very often anymore. So maybe every few weeks I'll go check comments. But Nakana, I think you asked for a link to the Discord, and so let me give a link to the Discord here. Very often anymore. Let me pop this in here for you. That should be a link to the Discord.
Can't find you like super, like I can look at someone and be like, damn, they're attractive, damn. But I like literally can't look at someone and be like, oh, I want to have sex with you unless I literally love you or unless I'm in a relationship with you.
Oh, Nicole, is that you? I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize your I didn't recognize your picture. For some reason, I thought you had a I thought your name was something else. My bad. I thought your name on YouTube was something different. I'm sorry. I get people confused. I'm sorry. Tis me.
I could do someone and be like, oh, I want to have sex with you unless I literally love, damn, they're attractive, damn. But I like literally can't look at someone and be like, oh, I want to have sex with you unless I literally love you or unless I'm in a relationship with you.
So she needs to feel an emotional connection before she can be physically intimate with somebody. Totally get it. Totally get that. A lot of people are that way. Oh, sigh, my dear. I already have Coke bottle glasses. Look at the thickness of those fuckers. They would be thicker, but I was able to get them made a little bit thinner. I'm blind as a... See how small my eyes are without my glasses on? Because my glasses magnify them like 50 fucking times. Because I am blind. Are you Nicole Y? Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Was Nicole Y your name before, or is that somebody else? There's so many people with similar names. Clash Jugs.
I can do phone sex here and there, you know, stupid things like that. But like physical
Oh, we know you can do, what was it, tone pecs? We know you can do that.
intimacy, not gonna happen.
I can't do that. Doesn't matter.
So it was April. So Beck first messaged me February 21st, and it was April. It was the second time I've ever met Beck in person. Dalton was a phone sex. I just explained that. And I was so drunk. I think I had like 8 buzzballs.
Holy fuck, 8 buzzballs? Shit. That's a lot. Buzzballs are fucking strong. Okay, yeah, Nicole Weiss. Okay. There's people with similar names, and sometimes I get them confused. Russian bot until you were blocked from too many channels. Go to Discord and check what outside. Oh, wrong.
So anyways, so yeah, it was April 10th or 9th or something like that. So it was the second time I ever met Beck in person, and they were staying the night with me, and we were making out on my bed, and they were trying to go further than that. And I literally told them right then and there, I had to be like nice about it. I was like, I can't do this unless like I'm actually in a relationship with someone.
So I haven't seen Beck's videos after this one because I need to catch up on Beck. Maybe tomorrow we can do that. I'm going to guess that Beck's going to deny this. Oh, check her name. Or who she is. I mean, I could. She's Nicole in Discord. And, but unless she has a channel linked.
That's just like how it's always been for me. Like when it comes to physical in-person intimacy, I don't know what it is. That's just how it's always been. Obviously not when I was in high school. Like when I was in high school, that was different. Um. So, anyways,
I think we all were.
it was
We
not
grow
an
up.
hour later. That was when Beck asked me to be their girlfriend.
So she's making it sound like here Beck wanted to get some nookie, so Beck asked Amberlynn to be their girlfriend.
And it's like I look back now and I'm like, I don't understand the situation. How did I force them to ask? I literally just said like I don't feel comfortable being intimate to that like degree unless like I'm in a like Beck could have said yeah I understand and we could have just like moved on. I don't know. It's just like weird. The choker cheese isn't real, obviously. And someone said she really thinks we're that stupid, huh? This is literally actually a conversation that we've done in like either a vlog.
Oh, Nicole, yeah. You probably, yeah. Sorry if I called somebody out there.
Or like a live stream or something. So did you tell Beck they were your employee? I've never said that unless it was during our live stream era because Beck was obviously getting some of that money, but I've never like during a vlog been like, oh, you're my employee. That never happened. Did you force Beck into a relationship? Absolutely not. You can't force someone into a relationship.
Sip, sip, sip.
Maybe you forgot. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Oh, I ignored a super chat. Sorry. Let me go look. Would you do a live with Chantel? Yeah, why not? Everyone deserves a chance to grow. Oh, thank you, Orange. Oh my god, I cannot believe that you're here. Hi. How pissed was your mama's wife when she found you flirting with him in the DMs? I've never flirted with your mom in the DMs. I don't even know how to contact him. I have never talked to him privately, ever. So, what? Walk to the tree. You didn't say what happened to the 6K. All you said was you shared a bank account. The 6K just went into the bank account. I don't know. It went into the bank account.
So unless Beck had a separate account that they could have moved that money to, then it would just be in their shared account. So what Amberlynn is trying to get at, Beck said that Amberlynn made them transfer it somewhere else. Amberlynn is saying that never happened, that it was just in their shared account and that Beck had free reign of the account. So Amberlynn is trying to, so we're having two different situations here. Beck is saying that Amberlynn made them send them the money, but it was in a shared account that Beck had access to. So that's Amberlynn's argument was, I didn't take it from them, they had access to it freely. So that's what the argument here is.
There was nothing was ever like done with it. It was just like collected within all the other money. But I remember Beck recently saying like they wanted to do things for their mother with that money, and I don't understand. Like they got tattoos, went to the cabin, and we would buy cute little gifts to put next to the headstone and like things like that. Like it didn't come out to 6K, no, but like they were free to do whatever they wanted. That's the part that's like just really confusing to me. What type of traits do you want to have as a person, and is it possible for you to become that person while engaging in this community and toxicity? So to answer the second part, no.
Probably not.
What type of traits do you want to have as a person? I want to be empathetic. I want to be a good person, like behind the scenes. Like a lot of people are like, you're not a good person if like you give something to the homeless or you give money to the homeless or you donate to charity and you have to tell everyone. Like very that person, which thankfully I am, but I want to be like overall all around good. But I know that like that's not like there's going to be a little bit of bad in everyone, and that's just like genuinely like the realism of it all. But like I want.
She's not wrong. I mean, nobody's perfect 100% of the time. We all might do things that are a little selfish. We all maybe have a toxic trait. You know, you always see those little like TikTok or Instagram things, whatever, like my toxic trait is blah, blah, blah. And usually they're just something stupid. I would like to see Amberlynn just be able to recognize what she's doing when it comes to like relationships and other people, and be able to handle their mental health issues and get all of that in place so that then she can work on her physicality and lose the weight to be healthier.
I want to like regulate my emotions better, and I want to be more like spiritual and like connected to the universe, and I want to be more mature and more confident. regulating my emotions is like the biggest one for me, truly, because I just feel like I have such a hard time doing that. Obviously, the BPD, but there's a lot of other things. I can ramble on forever. Tell the truth about Gracie. I have a million times before, and so has Destiny. There's nothing more
Yeah, they've already said the bit about Gracie. People just won't let it go.
I can actually swing that. How about go to an actual therapist? I do. I thought you paid for the cabin. Yeah, it came out of the little bank account that we had. Like, all of that money is together, like in one. Like, we shared all of the money. What was mine was theirs. That was the way that I always viewed it. Yes, Beck had their own card. We both had our own separate card. Theirs with their name.
Oh, what are we having? Are we having some kind of realization moment here? What is Amber realized? Because this is all new for me. After like the last like 10 minutes, this is new. I haven't seen this part yet.
I just thought of something.
Do you still have the card with Beck's name on it?
Sorry, I just had a full. Sorry, I just thought of something. Raven. That's what I was just thinking. Because Feline was like, baby, like, we're in a relationship together. Like, you can't keep paying for your ex's stuff. Like, this was months after me and Beck finally broke up. And so obviously I had to take the debit card. I don't think I ever threw it away. And it literally says Beck's name right on it because we had our own separate. That's why it literally just glitched. Someone said you're not Raven Simone. No, no, it's because I was like, wait a minute. No, I didn't steal their card. After we broke up, months and months down the line, we're like, we need our own banks. Like, what is happening here? So instead of me getting a new one, Beck just did. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Because I still paid for the car, I paid for the insurance, I paid for the car payment, gas.
Welcome to a Gateway Fiber home in a Gateway Fiber neighborhood with
I'm not gonna say that.
Because I do know, I think Beck had said that they didn't have access, or they didn't have a card, that Amber had to give them her card, which wouldn't be true. If it was Beck's account to begin with, Beck would have had a card for the account. So if Amberlynn, so Beck was still on the account for months, however many months after the breakup. But after the breakup, Beck had said that Amberlynn was like, you owe me $10 for Netflix, which is just so fucking petty, if that is true. But I could see wifey after like 2-3 months being like, hey, I understand wanting to help Beck get back on their feet, but 2 months is enough. You know, Beck needs to get a job and get an income.
Food, etc., months after we broke up. And Feline was like, this is just getting weird. I don't have the account anymore, no. I think it was maybe 2 years later, I got a completely different bank, a whole completely different bank. Explain Damon White. Yeah, I can do that.
So I think, so I know my bank, I would get digital statements. I wonder if Amberlynn got digital statements that maybe she deleted that she could go back through from that time, or if it was all like physical paper ones that probably got shredded.
I explained it actually in my last members live stream. So this was back when I was with Destiny. It was like when I first started learning all about like the hate forums and stuff. I thought it was like the craziest concept of my life. And I heard about the ones on Facebook. And obviously, like, I'm not going to go into an Amberlynn Reed hate group as Amberlynn Reed with my real Facebook. And I had a friend at the time who has publicly stated that this is a true story, by the way, back then. So they had a fake Facebook. And I asked them, I was like, can I use your fake book? Wait, that's good. I was like, can I use your fake Facebook? And they were like, sure. So they sent me all of like the login information, et cetera, et cetera. So I would go into this is so embarrassing. I would go into the Facebook and I would literally like low-key stick up for myself, like using the Damon White. And like my friend like publicly was like, yeah, that's actually true. All of that is very true. So yeah. When are you going on LOL Cow? Huh? What is that? Are you talking about the Keemstar
Isn't
stuff?
that
Oh my
Keemstar?
god, I don't know. Let me see.
Don't do it.
It sounds like financial abuse because months after me and my partner broke up, I was like, we probably shouldn't share money anymore. We weren't together. What? I'm literally confused. What friend was this? Her name was Danielle. See, that's the part that's not true. I didn't just give Beck $100. That's literally the point that I'm trying to make. It was September.
It was more than that. In August, Beck even said right after the breakup that it was like 500, I think. Beck also said that Amberlynn laughed about the U-Haul, that Beck couldn't get all their stuff. Yeah.
September, like towards the end of September, I was like, because we broke up June. Yeah, it was in June. It was the end of September where I was like, we need different bank accounts. Like I can't have you like keep using my money. Like it just doesn't make sense. I think I have a screenshot of that. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh God. Right here. It was the end of September. I finally was like, please switch car payments and car insurance so you can start paying for it effective immediately. Same goes for the phone bill and whatever other bills. So that was the end of September.
Oh, let me try to get this to
So you can start paying for it effective immediately. Same goes for the phone bill and whatever other bills. So that was the end of September.
Why don't you ask the boys? Okay, that's Beck.
And then
can't fucking pause it quick enough.
Whatever other bills. So that was the end of September. And then
that contrast is too much. I can't read it.
Right here in September, I was like, you need to have your own bank account. Don't just switch bank accounts. Like have your own separate. I was like, just open a new one. I'm going to keep this one. And they got like, super mad at me and they were like, then go to the fucking bank with me. I was like,
I think you have to. When you have two people on an account, if one person is being removed from the account, I think you have to have both people there to remove that person from the account.
and then, I can't show that part because that's personal to them. I can't show this part. Hold on, let me just block it out. Because they would get pissed if I showed that. And like I said, I'm not here to bash back. I'm not here to say all of the fucking tea. Hold on, let me just take this part off. Money, right there. I'm just blocking off one word. In red.
Is it going to be Jade's name?
Yeah, I was like, you need to open your own bank account. Just open a new one. I'm going to keep this one. I need you to start using your own money for blank. I can't say. Plus, when I pay you on the 22nd, I don't want you using this bank account anymore. Like, we weren't together for months. Right here.
What you want to bet that word is? The contrast is too high. Using your own money for blank and stuff. What you want to bet that word is? You want to bet it's like, I don't know. Weed and stuff. Porn and stuff. I don't know.
Like, we weren't together for months. And you know what's really sad about that is I genuinely probably would have still
notice that Beck doesn't deny
been paying for a while.
Sorry. God, she speaks so slow. Notice that Beck doesn't deny any of that in the response. They just say, then go to the bank with me. So Beck, in that response, is, they aren't like, I'm not using the account. They're, well, then go to the bank with me. Beck clarified it was for Mary Jane.
style. It's just Feline was like, this makes me feel weird. And I was like, oh, okay. Um,
So with that then, we also have, this was around the same time that Beck did that GoFundMe that people got pissed about because they didn't use the money for the car. Well, Amberlynn read a text message Tuesday night from somebody saying that Beck didn't use the GoFundMe money for the car. They used it to buy weed. I think somebody commented on one of my videos, and I didn't get a chance to respond to it, saying that Becca said they don't do it because it's illegal. We have proof here that Beck does smoke, whether it's legal or not. Because I think I said in that video that Beck had memory issues, probably from smoking too much and other stuff. So Beck is not denying that they used the account for whatever. I need to watch Beck's videos still. Well, maybe tomorrow we can do that.
I was able to finally get into it, but for years I was not able to. Like, I have screenshots of all the screenshots of that. I already showed one. Love you so much, Amber. You're an inspiration to me. I've also been struggling and can really need your love and support. Oh, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I didn't make them be in a joint account. I did not make them. No. I went onto their account because they wanted to do it as well. It would be rude to ask Amber how much she put in the shared account. I'm sure it was way more money. Whose money do you think they lived off of? It's not our business anyways. Thank you for the super chat.
I didn't think clean eating could ever be this delicious. It's so good. With Factor, I get nutritious meals that
Where did joint account money go after breakup? Beck was able to use it the whole time we were together. Like, what was mine was theirs. And then even months after we broke up, from the live streams, they were able to use it for food, for housing, for clothing, for whatever they wanted, needed, car insurance, gas, car payment, like, et cetera, et cetera. Like, that never stopped even after we broke up. The last live stream they were ever in.
I'm so sorry if you guys, you guys can hear the noise from my PC and in a different Discord chat with people from D&D. People are messaging in there, so you're probably hearing the bloop bloop. I am so sorry. It just did. So, sorry.
In on my channel was in September. It's because you put them in that position. No, I didn't. You free blood all over.
I'm sorry, people. It was my Discord. I'm sorry.
The last live stream they were ever in on my channel was in September.
Was it September?
It's because you put them in that position. No, I didn't. You free blood all over.
So here's a situation where we have Amberlynn telling a side and Beck telling a side when it comes to Beck wanting to work. You know, Beck said that Amberlynn wouldn't let them work, and Amberlynn has said that they told Beck, you can work, you can go do work, and that Beck would try to do Uber, but that Beck would say, I don't want to flip burgers for the rest of my life, kind of a thing. So we have two different sides here, and it's like, who are you going to believe? Like, we've seen Beck have trouble keeping a job. We've seen this, but yeah. Oops.
All over Eric and Ricky's house. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yes, this is live now. Hello, hello, JC. Welcome, welcome. I love how they think they know everything in here. I know it is. It's almost exhausting. Like I'm actually like exhausted.
Oh, Nakana, I shouldn't be anybody's fucking therapist. I probably need a therapist.
Oh. Yes, Cactus, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. You did on the mattress in the living room. No, that was just in case I got blood on something. So I was really nervous about that because it got to the point, sadly, that just like a pad wouldn't just completely suffice. So as embarrassing as it is, like my cancer symptoms were so bad that I had to like wear a rag, and I was so nervous. So I made sure to never get blood on anything though, ever. You got blood on the couch. I've never gotten blood on their couch, ever.
And who fucking cares? Why are we bringing these things up? It was a medical issue that was causing problems. Why do people need to keep bringing this up to try to shame Amberlynn for these things? Oh, whoops, I must have paused on accident, or muted on accident.
Mama D, I have been, and it's been hard. It's been embarrassing, especially like the stuff in the beginning. All of you shall be judged one day also. Oh my, oh, that's hard.
What was that?
All of you shall be judged one day also. Oh my, oh, that's hard. I'm curious, also have BPD, and do you know what type of BPD you have? I have discouraged. Yes, discouraged, and hold on. What was the other one called? Hold on a second. I'm actually going to be talking about this.
The workbook.
Hold on. Discouraged is my like the top one because that's the one that I tested the highest for. Where is it? Oh, just a second. Lisa, oh, and I learned about. Oh my god, I cannot even believe I learned about what attachment style I am. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh,
so there's 4 types of BPD.
Look, Amberlynn's learning.
Discouraged and self-destructive. So discouraged, I scored like the highest type.
Discouraged and self-destructive. I don't know what discouraged BPD is, but self-destructive, Amberlynn's definitely that.
Highest, and then the second highest was the self-destructive.
Group therapy session.
There's actually something I think I'm going to save it for my vlog though, but it's a therapy update. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about therapy, which I'm kind of not, but this is honestly fucking amazing. And I'm so super freaking like happy about this update that I have.
I don't care for the angle that my camera has me at. You can see the whole double chin action going on. I need to get a different camera or put it in a different location.
I don't have BPD of obesity. That will forever be like one of my favorite things. That's genuinely so funny. Oh, thank you, Helen. I appreciate that so much.
Do I need to speed her up more? Let's do 1.75. Good lord.
I also want to say thank you guys so much for like all of the super chats. It's been greatly appreciated, and I genuinely just appreciate you guys being in here. Amber, I've been with you since the Dusty era. I love you. Oh my god, that's been forever. You have only admitted to being controlling. What else? Oh, I admitted to other things about the wiping thing. That was really embarrassing. God, my brain is not working. I don't remember everything.
And up my nose. Yes, it's. Should I try to move it? I don't know where I can move it to. I need to find something to put it on. I don't have anything that I can sit it on. Oh, it's gonna fall over. Oh, it's not gonna work. I tried. I have it clipped to my monitors. Oh, whoops. A bit of a awkward boob shot there.
I said. Yeah, I also believe that there are 2 sides. Well, there's 3 sides to every story, really. Don't call Becca bomb. See, this isn't about anything like just don't be mean. Just don't say mean things. I'm not here to. Oh, thank you, Sally. That was so sweet.
No, you can really see up my nose. I can see it.
Why do you think you're so controlling in your relationships? Ugh. People hate, I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why people hate when I talk about my BPD, but it has to be one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced in my life because that's genuinely something that I struggle with. But that's why. There's no excuse, obviously,
Nice
but
ceiling.
the main reason why a lot of people have BPD is due to their childhood and being abandoned constantly. And so what BPD is it's rooted around abandonment. So when anything makes me feel like I'm being abandoned, it's like this controlling feeling comes out and it's not good. And oh my God, thank God it's gotten so much better. But like, yeah, that was definitely, yeah.
Feeling abandoned, feeling like you've been hurt, then you lash out and hurt others. Yeah. That's why I never take you out of timeout. You're always in timeout, my lovely YouTube wife.
I don't know why people keep saying microchip your pets when I literally just took them to the vet. Do you guys not remember that? They are microchipped.
Did you get them chipped?
Yes, BPD is perceived trauma. That was beautifully put. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Microchip me. Oh my God, stop. Love you, babies. And healthy as could be. Microchip yourself. Stop.
Twinkie's looking a little chunky.
Mm-mm. Hi, Kron. How are you? How are you? I do need a psychiatrist because I think I need some sort of medication for sure to like just calm down. Like I've been so anxious. I have been just like, I don't know, just feeling awful.
Weren't you on
Like anxious and like it feels constant fight or flight. Like
I think she had anxiety medication before that she took herself off of.
Janet, when's the last time you...
I don't know how much more like my heart can actually take. It is constant fight or flight. Medication does nothing for BPD. So it can't heal you, can't cure you, can't nothing, but there are medicines that can actually help with certain BPD symptoms. So why did you buy your own engagement rings? Because I was the only one who made money.
And because Beck didn't have an income?
Like, I mean, what else? Like, what? I don't understand. I'm medicated for BPD and on SSRIs to help regulate moods. Yes, Danny. Yes. Does it help? I really hope so. I know everyone's different, of course. Mental things is scary for sure. All parties are partaking in this back and forth for one reason only: money. If anyone says otherwise, they're lying. It's all old news recycled anyway. So for me, this is actually about mental health. It has been so heavy, like all of this, because it's like it just came out of nowhere. And I have been harassed and harassed and harassed about all of these things. So it's like, duh, I'm going to come on here and be like, yeah, I did that. But no, I did not do that because so many people are asking. And I think after this live stream, I'm going to feel like, damn, that was hard, but I think I'm going to feel better. Some like me have a nuanced perspective and admire your balls in doing this live. However, you're ignoring the power imbalance in your relationship with Beck. Power imbalance. Okay, that's fair. I can see that.
Right, and that's where the financial abuse would come in. It would be the power imbalance. Amberlynn was the one that was making the income and control the income. That's how it was perceived by Beck, at least, probably, because Beck did not have their own income. But Beck did use the account freely for a lot of things, it seems. And Amberlynn spent freely, but there was still a power imbalance with income.
Maybe because I had the income. Toward Hall, One Queen. I actually just posted a Toward Hall today, and in not my next vlog, but I think the vlog after that, I'm like actually trying it on. Someone said I ignored someone's super chat. I might not have seen it, so let me go look. Oh, okay. Do you understand that you financially abused Beck even if you didn't mean to? Can you grasp your actions negatively affected them to this day? Okay, so the second part, I'm answer that first. Can you grasp that your actions negatively affected them to this day? Absolutely. And I'm so very sorry for that because I would hate to be the reason why someone is still in pain or still affected or still feel any negativity to themselves or about the world or about me, like whatever it may be. Like I don't want anyone to ever feel bad. Do you understand that you financially abused Beck even if you didn't mean to? No. And I say that honestly because they had free range of every single penny that I made, obviously besides the stuff for taxes, of course, and money for bills, et cetera, et cetera. Like I can't understand that. I can't. And I think I've tried, but I can't because like, I know what happened. Like I understand other people's point of view. And it's like, as an outsider, it's like, oh, whoa, because it's like a lot of people believe what Beck is saying. But like, as someone who literally lived the experience, I'm like, whoa, I am genuinely confused. Like there was no financial abuse. There was none at all. They wanted something, they got it. They needed something, they got it. I'm telling you, we would go on shopping sprees where I would be like, what are we doing with ourselves? Like, we spend so much money. So I would constantly try to like, both of us like have a budget where I was like, okay, so we're both.
That was weird.
Hello? Wait, press 1 if I'm back. I think I might have figured it out.
Oh, I think the stream glitched, I think.
Am I here? Press 1 if I'm here.
Yes, you're here. Keep going, keep going.
Hello? Okay. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, this is like really annoying because genuinely I'm trying to talk to my audience. I have such good Wi-Fi. It's windy as fuck here, unfortunately. Okay, so that was Hexacana. What was I trying to say? I keep trying to say that it doesn't matter. We went on shopping sprees, blah, blah, blah. They got what they wanted. Okay. I have to repeat myself 9 million times. Okay. Do you think you're a narcissist? I've had moments where I'm like, am I a narcissist? So I genuinely don't know.
Narcissists don't typically try to find out if they are a narcissist.
Every like professional I've talked to about it has been like, nah. So I don't know, but I do have narcissistic tendencies. Yes, I do. Did you ever fight over the TV being changed? Yes, that was one time. Yes. Amber Love, I adore you. I struggle with my body too. In research to metabolism, it's influenced by so much. Honestly, in your case, you don't have slow metabolism, just fast food. Okay, Jay, thanks. Thank you for answering my questions. I hope you can become the person you described and not repeat toxic behaviors in the future. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate that so much. I hope so too, genuinely.
Let's hope so.
No. Okay, so someone just said, why did Beck not use their own card to buy the rings? I picked out the ones that I wanted. Is that bad? I know some girly pops do that, okay?
I think women do that all the time. Like, they'll go, like, look at rings with their partner, and the partner will be like, okay, you like these? And then they'll go back and buy the one they want. I mean, I don't think picking out your own rings is anything unusual. I don't have any experience with this, but that doesn't seem very unusual to me.
I know some girly pops do that. I'm one that did. It's not that I'm smug. It's just like I wanted to pick out what I liked. Actually, I think I sent them the link for it. Now that I think about it, it was either way. I picked out the rings that I wanted. I do the same. Yeah. I don't know. Even now, like my style of ring has changed. My style in ring has changed so much. I didn't plan it. We were talking about marriage. Someone says, anyone else glitching? If we're glitching, I can just go now. What happened on the horrible drunk night with Beck that you never told us? It's personal to Beck, so I'm not going to say. Please remove genuinely from your vocabulary. I could try. Do you genuinely think you'll ever get married? Probably not. Probably not.
Girl, me too. But Amberlynn wants to be a wife. She wants to have that permanency. But, I mean, maybe her next relationship, maybe she'll have worked on herself and be able to have a healthy relationship with someone and keep that person completely offline, which is sad because people are like, oh, well, you posted this person on Instagram. You posted, therefore it's free reign. You should be able to share things online and not get harassment for it when it's just like, oh, me and my partner went out to lunch, or we did this. Here's my partner. You should be able to share those things and not have that person get doxxed or have harassment. I mean,
if it was Beck's account first and it became joint, why the burden on Beck to open a new account after the breakup, even if theirs was to start? That's fair. That's a fair statement.
Probably because all the money in the account was Amber's.
I should have been the one to get a new account. Absolutely, I agree with that. Stay single for a bit, for sure. Are you talking to someone? No. Oh my god, stop. Someone just said the only ring you're getting is an onion ring. I love onion rings. No, the dress is not backwards. I have worn one that was backwards, but no, this one's not. Is there a tag? Yes. Hold on. Let's show the tag, folks. See? Oh my god, this is hard to do. Tori tag. That was crazy weird. The onion ring, that's kind of funny, not gonna lie, for real. Do I have a will? No. Am I on Ozempic? No. Have you ever been attracted to a minor when over the age of 18? No. Well, actually, Casey. So when I first got with Casey, I was 16. He was 15. When I turned 17, he was still 15 for a little bit. And then, yeah, we're a year and a half apart, so.
Yeah, they're like 18 months apart. 17 months, whatever, apart.
Thoughts on Destiny? I don't have any. My hair is pretty thin, actually. How did the door come off its hinges? There's a door off the hinges? What? Amber, your hair's damaged because you have hard water. What does that mean?
Hard water means there's lots of minerals and chemicals in the water. We have really hard water here in the Midwest.
We're not 3 years apart. We literally started dating at 16. We met in person when I was 15, and then I moved in with him when I was 18. The door off the hinge is very old, deep cut from when you and Destiny live in Florida. Was it the closet door? You look pretty tonight, thank you. Would you say you're a grown woman? I mean, I'm 34, but I feel fucking immature as hell still. It was a bathroom door.
Sometimes.
I don't know.
Come on, come on, come on.
Were you ever attracted to Beck? Yes. I moved in with him when I was 18. Yes. I wasn't. See, it's hard. Like, how? Like, okay, so if I'm with someone for over a year and I turn 18, do I just break up with them? Like, it is a weird situation to be in. Not gonna lie. What's your favorite Wingstop flavor? Stop. The Louisiana rub. I was in a group home too as a teen. I get it. Oh, the good old group homes. Yeah, yeah. The children's shelters of it all.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this before in a video, but there's lots of situations where people will be dating in high school, like somebody will be a senior, somebody will be a junior, and one of them turns 18 and goes off to college, but their girlfriend or boyfriend is still like a senior in high school. It happens a lot whenever you have that like year gap in age when you're in high school. It's that happens a lot in relationships.
Mm, you're a giant baby, yeah, probably. Did you go to Disneyland or not? Yes. I didn't have a crush on Billy when they were underage, no. What time is it? 11:03. Amber, you rock. Thank you. Do you decorate your own house or use interior designers? I decorate my own house.
Oh my god.
What the? Why did you lie to Beck about not going to Disney? I didn't. I already talked about that.
Yeah, Beck wasn't remembering things correctly.
Full story time. Let's see. How's Mama Lynn? Good. Oh, you enjoy her, Raven. That's so sweet. I love when people love my mom.
Mama Lynn is wonderful. I adore Mama Lynn. All right, I need to work. I'm sorry it's taking so long to get through this live stream of Amber's, but I do have stuff that I need to do today, and I need to work many hours today, and I'm hungry. I want to get some lunch. So unfortunately, I think we're going to have to cut this here. We still have like 50 minutes to get through this stream. I am so sorry. This is a slog. I have her sped up. And then maybe tomorrow we'll finish this and get to Amberlynn's last upload, where it should be her last one for a while. And then we'll catch up on some Beck stuff. I saw that Lex uploaded something as well. Sorry, it's been a very busy, very stressful, rough week, and I just haven't had the time and energy to do any streams. I'm hoping maybe tonight I can play a little bit of Stardew Valley. I would love to get back and play some Veilguard, but I haven't had time. But sorry that I'm behind on these. Just Gora World and Amberlynn and the Amberverse is not my life. I do have jobs and I have stuff I have to take care of. So I'm sorry that I'm behind. But I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, be safe and take care.